Like we were saying before, this is going to be a fight to the line here. Aidan Mitchell and Yihan Kalachern starting this one on the front row. William Bright and Patrick Leaf, they go from row 2. Jake Humphrey and Leo Robinson, they go from row number 3.
And then on row 4, we've got Monty Brathwaite, Daniel Samir. Row 5 is Harrison Morrow and Jack Stewart. And then riding at row 6, we've got Daniela Sutton and Harry Bloor.
Willoughby Steele rounding out the entire grid, the Precision Racing driving the O-plate for the Junior TKM category. Currently fourth in the championship, has not had a good weekend. I think it was 2 retirements in the heats yesterday. So Willoughby Steele, a driver who is quick and can win these one-off weekends. This isn't a one-off weekend. This is a championship now that we're racing in. So, yes, right now, we'll have to try and fight back in this one because Willoughby Steele there, fourth in the championship. This is not a result he would have wanted. So, not the results there out on track. So, Yihan Kalachern, who leads the championship from Aidan Mitchell, 27 points between them. Now, Leah Robinson's there in third in the championship from Willoughby Steele, who is classed as a rookie in this season. Jake Humphrey from Patrick Leaf in the championship as well. So it's still very, very close. And the racing that we saw yesterday was very exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, in the afternoon, the heats were very good, very close and very tight at the front. So there should be some more good battles for the lead as well. And like you say, Willoughby Steele will be looking to make his way through the pack as much as he can.
False starts. They will go round again. So I'm not happy with the start of that one, and they will send them round once more. So as drivers now make their way through the track once more. Again, a look back on yesterday. Leo Robinson, best result, who was second place in his first race. Second race didn't go his way, finished P11. But still, it just shows that in GTKM, it can go up, it can go down. Francis on 77 Racing says, come on, Team Klassen on there as well. And
there's a big up for James behind the scenes.
There is. Yeah, we can mention James Fitchew, the producer, who is doing all the camera switching here as well. He is also the man behind the camera during the paddock show, and it's David Klassen's account, but I still imagine it's Andy Klassen behind the comments on there. Another false start for Junior TKM. They've got to be careful. One more of those, and we play our favourite game, Shut Up and Listen, which is where the race director comes out with a clipboard and says, don't do that again. They only get 3 attempts at a start. If they do that, they may get in trouble, that front row. So they've got to sort it out just that little bit. They don't want to be getting another false start on that one. And yes, if you did watch the paddock show last night, good on you. If you didn't, don't worry. We'll be playing it during the lunch break today. There is a moment where, yes, someone forgot to put new batteries in one of the microphones. I'm not blaming you, all right, Ailey, but it was your microphone.
Good. Well,
it was your microphone.
Speechless.
Quite literally, your microphone had broken. So there you go. There you go. So we'll blame you on that one. It's your first time commentating this weekend. It's not your first time here with us. So you were at Lark Hall as well. How did you find Lark Hall as well?
I really enjoyed Lark Hall. Really exciting for the Rotax Championship. So there was a lot going on. Not quite as many races as this weekend. No. A few more this time around. Here we go. Green light comes out this time around. Textbook start there for Aidan Mitchell. And he takes on to the race lead now as down into third place goes Yihan Kalachern. I think William Bright in the RSR goes up into second place there. So it's a good start again from that inside row, and you expect this race will be an absolute roller coaster all the way to the end of it because of how close the championship is. As down the inside goes Yihan Kalachern trying to fight back in towards second place, and I think, did he manage to get it done? No, he didn't. He gets squeezed back into third place. Patrick Leaf still there battling away. There's Leo Robinson just at the back of the pack there trying to find a way through there as he is battling away with the number 22 of Patrick Leaf, who has still found a good position there as they all make their way into the boot section for the first time. Round the final corner, side by side, as down the inside there looks the number 57 of Jack Stewart, not able to get the position done. So it's Mitchell who leads from Bright, Kalachern, then it's Humphrey, Robinson, Leaf, Samir, then it's Braithwaite, Stewart and Sutton, the top 10. Willoughby Steele's already up to P11. It's a good start.
So rest of the field up into the order now, and keep an eye on every driver there. Daniela Sutton, who I believe this is going to be her last year racing in the British Kart Championships as well.
And she sent us a very nice note to let us know that she's been working hard on her sponsors this year, and she really appreciates all the help. We've got a little list. There's Frost Restoration, Motor Fuel Group, Miller Development, and Sepibelt Safety. So she wanted to give a little shout out to all of those that make racing possible. And hopefully she can get a good result. She's in the top 10, holding on to the top 10 now.
Holding on to the top 10. Jake Humphrey struggling to hold on to the top 5 there now, going back down into P6, and a 5-second time penalty going out to the number 11, Harry Blore, who's there in 9th place. So that will promote Daniela Sutton up another position there. P9. So there you go, P9 now. So definitely holding on to a top 10 now. As we turn our attention back to the race lead here, as Aidan Mitchell has not managed to break away here from William Bright. Bright is still right there. This is a very strong performance. I think Bright had a bit of a nightmare as that's gone wrong for the number 15. Who's that? That's Daniel Samir, who has gone off the track. That's at the boot section. So has he had a coming together with another driver, potentially with Harrison Moran? Not too sure. But yeah, that is the end of his race, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah, and Leo Robinson's... Oh, just as I said, that Willoughby Steele's setting the fastest lap, and he's made his way up into P7. So he's had a very good start to this race.
Well, yeah, Willoughby Steele's a fast driver. He's had some good pace over the course of the weekend.
Unfortunate weekend.
Unfortunate heats.
But he's not letting it stop him.
No, not at all. Because, again, you can drop your worst score over the year. You can drop 3 worst scores over the year in the... championship, and for Willoughby Steele this will be, well, one of them. So yeah, with the not great points as down the inside here, this is Ihan Kalachan under pressure from Leah Robinson. Robinson trying to go the long way round into the entrance of the boot and gets it done, and Kalachan now falling down the order and now losing several positions. So that's now down into P6 now. This is not what the championship leader needs.
That was a bad few corners.
Yeah, it really was, wasn't it? Harry Blore setting the fastest lap of the race, doing everything he can to try and hold on to any form of decent result.
Trying to offset that 5-second penalty.
Yeah.
Might be a little bit hard because that midfield is very close together.
It is indeed. Yeah, very, very close. So we'll have to hold on to that one. There, though, this is the battle for 3rd place on your screen. Robinson leading that one from Patrick Leaf, who has had a good start to the race there, holding on to P4. And under pressure still from Jake Humphrey just behind. A little bit of breathing space between the two of them, but remember those gaps can close up very, very quickly in junior TKM. The two up front, though, still nothing changed between the two of them. Aidan Mitchell and William Bright still line astern, but they are staying together. There's still 8 minutes left of this one.
Harry Blore setting another fastest lap with a 46.37.
Keep an eye on that one. Keep comments coming in on the live chat. Just under 8 minutes to go in this one. No change in the top 2 as we keep an eye on Leah Robinson here, who runs a little bit wide there out of Ashby. Patrick Leaf might take advantage of this one if he can get a nose down the inside. Thinks about it going into Osiers, doesn't commit to the move though. And again, you see a lot of drivers just who like to take the different racing lines into here. And we saw Robinson actually take the outside line going into the entrance of the boot. This time around, not having to defend or anything like that. But crucially, Patrick Leaf will have seen how Leah Robinson did that and think, I might give that a go myself. And do you think for a driver like that, watching things like this, they might think they learn from other drivers?
Sometimes it doesn't hurt to be behind, and you can kind of sit back and observe, especially in this race when the gaps are so close. You're not losing out by sitting back and seeing which racing line's working for other people.
No, exactly that. And I've got to say, that's kind of like my driving style as well. Like I hate...
Sit back and see.
I hate leading because I don't know what's going on behind me. So, because I always know that whenever I race back in the day, if I was leading a race, I wouldn't look behind me at all. And 9 times out of 10, there was always someone right behind me. I'd never lose them. So, and then I'd be like, oh, now I've lost it on the last lap. So, it was always one of those things. So, it was, I always prefer to be behind it. I like to be the attacking one just to see, what happens. So, each to their own, though. A lot of drivers like leading. And right now, Aidan Mitchell's doing just that. And sure, William Bryant is doing exactly what he needs to do right now. He's right there, 2nd place, just studying what Aidan Mitchell's doing and studying his racing line, seeing where he's going, like a little bit wide, like there out of Ashby, where you could line up a move going into Wilkins, the next corner. But
there's really no gap between them, so he's just waiting for an opportunity and potentially trying to build that gap.
Well, he's got to be careful because that was a slight error there from William Bryant at the exit of Osiers. He had a bit of opposite lock, and that's pulled him into the clutches of Leah Robinson now. So Robinson's closed right in. So this is becoming a four-way kart battle for the race lead here with 5.5 minutes to go. I think hold your breath, ladies and gentlemen, because 5.5 minutes in a junior TKM race and the top four are separated by nothing. This is going to get very, very interesting. As down the inside now under braking into Ashby, and Bright thinks, right, I'm going to go for it now. And Mitchell under pressure because now Robinson's going to try and go for the move as well. Bumper bashing as they make their way down in towards Osiers. And no changes there right now. Are we going to see a Robinson to the outside here? Mitchell says, think to Robinson, don't attack just yet. Let's see if we can try and maintain this battle here and off the track and heavy contact into the wall. William Bright, what happened there? That looked like a mechanical failure. I don't think there was a coming together. It just went straight off the track.
But he still seems to still be running.
It does seem
okay. So
yeah, he's still running. He gets back going, but that was a heavy hit to the wall. So hopefully William Bright's okay. But what on earth happened there? Just blink and it just got spat out.
It was
at the
a
side of the
very
circuit.
tight battle in the top four, so potentially just got pushed a little bit far, but it did look like he just shot off into the grass.
I didn't see any contact there, but still battling away here as again Leo Brown under Leah Robinson under pressure here, and keep a very close eye on this one because back now is it's Harry Bloor.
When I said he was doing his best to offset that 5-second penalty, I meant it.
Well,
so he's now up into P2 and fastest lap.
But he's P2 fastest lap, but how close is everyone else behind him? He would still tumble down to P7 at the end of this race, even if he finished there.
Well, I think he's got his sights set on just driving off into the distance in P1.
I think
that's his strategy.
I think that is going to be his strategy over the course of this one. But right now, he's got the pressure of Leah Robinson just behind, so he's certainly not going to make it interesting. More battles happening at left, right, and centre. It's still Mitchell who leads the way from Harry Bloor, who's up 10 positions with that 5-second in-race time penalty. Leah Robinson's still there in third place from Jake Humphrey. Willoughby Steele from Patrick Leaf. Ian Calichurn is all the way down in 7th place now from Daniela Sutton, who's up into 8th place after gaining 3 positions. Monty Braithwaite and Jack Stewart. William Bright and Harrison Morrow, the top 12. Daniel Samir, the only retirement from the race. There's the balcony at the clubhouse.
Nice view.
It is a nice view up there, isn't it? We were watching some of the racing from there yesterday, and you do get a good view. Not so much at turn 1, though, if you're standing.
Which is a shame.
Which is a shame, Everyone leans back to try and see, doesn't it? It's quite a thing on the balcony there at Wilton Mill. But there we go. 3 minutes to go, plus that 1 lap, and Bloor and Mitchell still line astern.
Willoughby Steele's up to P5 now, so he's made the most of the tight racing and being able to pick his way through the pack.
Certainly he is, but keep an eye on this one. The 2 precision racing drivers.
The front of his Kart looks quite wobbly, I would say, Harry Bloor.
Wobbly? What, his nose cone?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you thinking that he may be there with, his NASA panel's wobbling around a bit. That's common.
Saying that is a very bumpy track.
It is very bumpy track.
Here.
It's hard to spot a nose cone drop there. It's down the inside. Another position there for Willoughby Steele. Up into P4 now, getting past Jake Humphrey. So this is a good recovery drive here for Willoughby Steele. And would be a good chunk of championship points, remember, as well. Championship points up for grabs for this one. 65 for a race win. And, of course, at the end of this one, it will determine where you'll be starting for your final later on today. So this is a good recovery drive for the O-plate of Willoughby Steele. And these 3 here, this race far from over. Less than 2 minutes to go now. And, you are right there. That front section on Harry Bloor's kart looks very, very loose there, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think comparing it to Mitchell in front of him, but, touch wood, it holds out.
Well, down the inside there for Harry Bloor, and now he takes the lead of this race. And I actually think that's a drop nose cone. I think Harry Bloor may have a drop nose cone here. We'll find that out when he comes into Parc Fermé. But right now, he's just doing exactly what he needs to be doing, and that's leading the way. But he has already got an in-race 5-second time penalty, does Bloor. And he will try now his very best to try and open up that gap. He needs to do that because...
Such a tight top 7, though.
Yeah, at the moment, he would still drop down to 7th place because it's only 1.2 seconds separating the top 7. Look how close they are across the line. Less than a minute to go now. And the pressure certainly is on for Precision Racing with their drivers 1-2 at the moment. But down the inside here comes Willoughby Steele and gets back up into 3rd place now. This is an absolutely solid and textbook drive from Willoughby Steele on a recovery drive here through the field. This is brilliant stuff, and instantly saying, think to Leah Robinson there, let's go chase after these top 2.
Yeah, it's good to see the drivers, you know, thinking strategically, working together. Because Willoughby Steele, I mean, like we said, it's so close that it's going to be anyone's guess who comes out P1.
Yeah, exactly.
When they head, well, this will be the second last lap.
It will be, yes.
Plus
because
1.
They've got 5 seconds left on the board now. So yeah, when they next cross the line, that's when the last lap board will come out. So they've still got a couple of laps left in this one. As it's still kicking off in the background here is down the inside. I think that's Daniela Sutton trying to make some move there, just in the background as Patrick Leaf, and Calichurn all getting involved. Calichurn, who's back up a couple of places now, up into P5. So having a good recovery drive now after starting on the front row of this grid. Not what the championship leader needs, because especially with Aidan Mitchell being there in 2nd place, certainly close that gap up just that little bit more. And will certainly make it interesting going into the final round at Rowra in a few weeks' time. But down in towards the final corner, and Calichurn again looking to the outside here. It's getting bumped and barged around all in this group here, as Robinson is trying to fend off and hold on to essentially right now 3rd place. And if anything, this is really benefiting Harry Bloor here, because
he's holding off a really big pack of drivers, Leah Robinson.
He is, and a bit more of a coming together, and round goes the number 10, Jake Humphrey, as he reverses.
Some impressive reversing there.
Some impressive reversing drivers, gets it restarted and gets it back going. So that goes into the national layout there. Your 2 race leaders, however, have just carried on the drive, and Harry Bloor, who has got that in-race 5-second time penalty, leads the way, and I suspect may have a drop nose, I'm not too sure, out of the final quarter, and we'll see the checker flag. He'll be delighted with the win on track. He will drop down a few positions, though. Oh, crucially, look at the gap. It's exactly 5 seconds to Leah Robinson. Now, what does that mean? Well, is he joint 3rd?
Question mark.
Question mark over that one. Harry Bloor's either 2nd or he's 3rd.
Maybe the judges will have some more than 2 decimal points on their timing screen, and they'll be able to see exactly what that gap is.
I suspect they've got some, they've got some extra ones down there to try and determine who's actually going to be finishing where on that one. But still, brilliant result for Harry Bloor. Despite that, he comes through the field after 17 laps of racing, takes the race win on circuit from Aidan Mitchell, Leah Robinson from Willoughby Steele, Ian Calichurn from Daniela Sutton, who finished that one in a impressive P6. Nice run there from Monty Braithwaite. Patrick Leaf from William Bryant finishing in 9th place. Unfortunately, not sure what happened to Williams' kart there. I don't think there was any coming together with the driver. It just looked like it got spat on the side of the circuit. I don't know if we have a replay of that. I don't think we do, but hopefully we can see if we can see that back later.